How you can see Prophet Muhammad in your dreams. Glowing star. Imagine this. Glowing star. What if you could see Prophet Muhammad in your dreams tonight? What if you could feel his warmth, presence, and smile just as his companions did? Have you ever wondered whether your loved ones, those who walked in the Prophet's footsteps, are now sitting beside him in Jannah, waiting for you? And have you heard about the woman from Gaza who had a dream about the genocide before it even happened? A dream so powerful that it went viral before the tragic events unfolded? This is a story that will leave you speechless and inspire you to strengthen your connection with the Messenger of Allah. The vision of the oppressed gathering around the Prophet in this remarkable dream. The woman saw Prophet Muhammad sitting in the courtyard of Masjid al-Aqsa. People from all over the world were gathering around him. But these weren't just any people. They were the oppressed Muslims, white heavy checkmark Muslims from Syria, Syria, white heavy checkmark Muslims from Yemen, Yemen, white heavy checkmark Muslims from Iraq, Iraq, white heavy checkmark Muslims from Kashmir, India, white heavy checkmark Muslims from Somalia, Somalia, white heavy checkmark Muslims from Palestine, Palestinian territories. The crowd grew larger and larger, and as they surrounded him, Prophet Muhammad smiled and said, "Dove, you will enter paradise in large groups." Then he reassured them, saying, "Dizzy, the victory of Allah is coming. So be patient and have faith." Someone in the crowd then asked, "O Messenger of Allah, when will this victory come?" The Prophet responded with certainty, "Fire, true victory is near." To remind them that hardship has always been a test for the believers, he began recalling the struggles of his own time, the days when he and his companions were tortured, persecuted, and driven out of their homes in Mecca. As he spoke, a massive army appeared, so strong in number and bright in appearance that their faces shone like the full moon. The Prophet pointed towards them and declared, "Shield, victory will come through this army." They then fought on behalf of the oppressed Muslims and defeated their enemies. The dream ended with the woman looking at the Prophet and asking, "Are you really the Messenger of Allah?" He looked at her and replied, "Sparkles, I am your Prophet Muhammad." Seeing the Prophet in your dreams, the dream of Prophet Muhammad has brought comfort and hope to generations of Muslims. Even some of the greatest scholars of Islam experienced dreams of him long after his passing. One of them was Anas ibn Malik R.A., who served the Prophet for 10 years in Medina. After the Prophet passed away, Anas lived for another 90 years. Can you imagine how much he missed the Prophet? Crying face, he once said, "Blue heart, I swear by Allah, not a single night passes except that I see my beloved Prophet in my dreams." And when he finally passed away at over 100 years old, he was buried with a strand of the Prophet's hair and his walking stick, the same ones he had kept for decades. Sparkles, imagine what their reunion in the hereafter must have been like. But the truth is, you don't have to have lived at the time of the Prophet to connect with him. You, too, can be blessed with the honor of seeing him in your dreams. Here's how. How to increase your chances of seeing Prophet Muhammad in a dream. Mosque 1. Send salawat upon him. The Prophet said, "Speech balloon, whoever sends peace and blessings upon me, Allah returns my soul to me so that I may return the greeting." That means right now, as you send salawat, peace and blessings, he is responding to you. Lightbulb pro tip. Recite more salawat on Fridays. As he said, "Sparkles, your salawat will be presented to me on Fridays." Open book 2. Follow his sunnah in your daily life. The Prophet said, "Dizzy, the closest people to me are the ones who are most righteous." Living according to his sunnah brings you closer to him in this world and the next. Bed 3. Sleep in a state of purity. White heavy checkmark. Perform wudu before sleeping. White heavy checkmark. Sleep on your right side. White heavy checkmark. Recite Ayat al-Kursi and the last 3 surahs before sleeping. White heavy checkmark. Sincerely ask Allah to bless you with seeing the Prophet. Open book 4. Read about his life and love him more. The more you learn about him, the closer your heart will be to him. Read his seerah, biography. Reflect on his character, and try to emulate him in your actions. Folded hands 5. Purify your heart and avoid sins. A clean heart and sincere devotion to Allah make it more likely for you to receive true dreams. Exclamation mark. Important reminder. Even if you don't see him in a dream, that does not mean you are not loved by Allah. Some of the most righteous people never saw him in a dream, but they lived by his teachings, and that's what truly matters. What if you see him in a dream? Prophet Muhammad said, "Glowing star, whoever sees me in a dream has truly seen me, for Shaitan cannot impersonate me. However, he must be seen exactly as he was described in authentic sources. If you see the Prophet in a beautiful form, it is a sign of good faith. If he appears wounded or distressed, it may indicate a weakness in your own faith that you should work on." Final thoughts. The greatest vision awaits. Seeing Prophet Muhammad in a dream is a great blessing, but the greatest reward is seeing Allah himself in Jannah. The best way to prepare for that moment is to love and follow the Prophet in this life. And even if you don't see him in a dream, remember this beautiful promise. Cherry blossom, a person will be with those whom he loves. Cherry blossom, so if you love him, strive to follow his path. And one day in Jannah you will see him face to face, forever. Loudspeaker like, share and subscribe to my channel for more inspiring Islamic reminders.